So today I got this Black Max pressure washer. It says 2.3 gallon per minute, 2600 psi. It's got the GCV160 Honda powering it, and soap injection on bottle on the bottom there. And I got it at a garage sale. They said it wouldn't run right or wouldn't start, whatever, and they got fed up with it and bought an electric one. So most likely old gas, carburetor issues, unknown. Sure doesn't look like it's got a lot of runtime on it. It's pretty fresh. I mean, like the exhaust is not, you know, rusted out or anything. I bet you it barely has any time on it. The foam handle is like new. I mean, it hasn't been outside. It's been stored in somebody's garage real nice. So most likely just carburetor issues. But I'm going to take you through it with me, and we'll see if we can get this thing to do some good. So let's just see what it does right now without doing anything to it. Got that on. Fuel's on. Yeah, I'll bet you that's the original air filter. This thing has got like no time on it at all. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to check the oil. And we're actually a little over full, but then again, I did just move it. We're fine. If I can get that back in there. Okay. First time for real. On. Choke is out. I guess it just has one throttle setting. On. Absolutely nothing. Okay, back to give it a little fuel here. See if we got any spark at all. Well, that'd be unbelievable. Let me get some water hooked up, because you shouldn't run those pumps dry for too long. Yeah, it won't start on its own. Yeah, just will not run on its own. If I prime it, it'll start and run, but my guess is bad gas, clean the carb, and we're going to be okay. Let's do that. So again, don't know if I showed that clearly. The air filter's like new. You wouldn't expect a lot of dust on a machine used for water, but just the machine in general, it just doesn't have any signs of any wear at all on anything. The handle, the foam, I mean, nothing's broken, nothing's missing. Pretty amazing condition, so I have a feeling it has almost no runtime on it. So I'm going to just pull the carburetor off empty out all the gas that's in there, clean out the carburetor, and I think we're going to have a worker here. Alright, got you down here with me. Turn that off just for giggles. I'm just going to kill the fuel, and then I can start taking off the carburetor. And this engine, if I didn't mention, it's the GCV160 overhead cam Honda. Most likely that engine will be good long after these pumps. Most of these pumps aren't even rated for a long duration at all. That engine would still be alive long after I would expect the pump to be good. And they couldn't have made that any easier. Oh yeah, I could see like yellow. I don't know if you can see in there at all. Let me see if I can get a shot. Whoa, there you go. Well, you can see it now. It's coming out on my sidewalk. The fuel that's in there is very yellow, so it's probably just really weak gas that's in there. So we'll just make sure we get all that out of there and check for any other junk in the carb while we're there. Oh, it is on a regular clip. I don't know why. I thought there wasn't a clip on there at all. That's alright. We got tools. And of course it doesn't fit. Okay, figure out a plan B of how to get that fuel. It's dribbling a little bit, but that's just what's in the line. I got the shutoff off, of course. Alright, something a little more suitable. Now this doesn't look as bad as the first gas, but the gas that was in the carburetor was very, very yellow. So I'll just let that drain and I'll start working on the carburetor. Alright, we got our carburetor up here. You can see some of the yellow dripping out of there. I think it had some garbage gas that had settled out. That's my guess. Let's see what kind of carnage, if any, is inside. The inside tip looks good, so that's a good promising sign. That's very yellow what's coming out of there. There we go. Oh, we're clean as a whistle. Wow. Alright. I'm just going to blow through it with some carb cleaner anyway. Most likely that gas was just so old it wouldn't burn anymore. But it's always good to clean out your carburetor. Alright, so before I spray anything, let's get the jet opened up. You can see it in there because I want to be able to blow through that. And mainly this one. Alright, back together it goes. just for fun, I'm going to pour this in a clear jug now and see if we can see water or anything, or tell anything about the fuel. A lot of times you can see a little layer at the bottom of water, if there is any. And I'm seeing very little. If you look right there and there, you can see like 2 drops of water. That's all that's in there, but it's very yellow, so I think it's just stale fuel, ethanol junk. Alright, reassembly. I guess I'll put the big one in first, then the little springy one. Oh, it does have a separate hole. Never mind. Is that one in the front hole? Apparently it does. Yep. Trying to hold all this stuff and not forget one of the gaskets. There's a gasket that goes on the back here that came off. Put those through the gaskets first, I guess, and then one thing at a time. And then this is the air breather that has to make sure that goes on right there. There we go. And this wire was up and in that little piece there. Let me try to get that hose on now before I can't get my fingers back there any longer. There we go. We got her. Something going weird with this thing. All of a sudden it's not turning hard. Alright, hard enough for me. Now let's get some fresh fuel that'll actually burn and put that in there. Alright, carburetor's back on. True cold start. I'm holding the muffler. No tricks here. Now let's try a restart. Works perfect. Alright, so just to give you an example of in 2021 what $40 will buy you at a garage sale. Just a few minutes of work. Probably could have got away with just spraying some stuff into the carb and putting new gas, but just took a few minutes, and first full start, you can't beat that. So anyway, that just shows you what's possible if you're willing to put a little sweat equity into something. You don't need to have a brand new everything. And I hereby declare this one Wildwood certified. Thanks for watching.